No, I'm not doing it then. Ha! Unlucky.
That's just rude. Anyway, morning everyone. This is, oh God, trying to work this out
I
now.
don't know what day we're on now.
Oh, I think it's
Monday.
day 8,
Yeah.
full day 7.
That's right.
Yeah.
It is Independence Day.
Yes.
Or Treason Day, as us British call it. It's treacherous Americans like breaking the law and declaring independence. How rude.
Yeah, it's so
But
selfish.
we'll let them off. We don't hold like 400-year-old, 300-year-old.
Not really, not really.
We're okay with it.
So, you know,
Do you know, today would have been very funny if one of us had managed to win the mini main event,
yeah,
because they would be doing our presentation today.
Oh.
That one.
Oh.
They'd be doing our bracelet presentation today.
Yeah.
And they would have to play the British national anthem.
yeah,
And we would be up on stage going, Treason Day, bitches.
Yeah, deal with it.
And that would have been very funny.
exactly. So, yesterday was obviously the.
That was a story.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
carry on.
that's right. So yesterday was the million dollar bounty tournament, which we both played. Once again, yours truly lasted longer than him over there, but it was we both had better cards, better hands, had a bit
Yeah.
more play involved.
Yeah.
And it was really tough. I mean, we both had our battles and
Yeah, it was a weird one.
early pots of like.
It was a very peculiar.
Yeah, if it gone the other way, we would have had more chips and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those. I mean, it's just so hard, and it's like a bit like Don, you said earlier. It's just the early levels. It's like the lottery. Like
Yeah.
you've just
Yeah.
got to get it in as good as you can and hope it holds up. Really.
You've either got to get some luck and win some big hands early on to get yourself a nice chip stack, or you've got to hold out and just look for a good double up.
Yeah.
It was a weird day yesterday for me because I won a massive hand early on with pocket fives. Then I won another big hand with pocket fives. Then I lost a massive hand against pocket fives, and then I went out against pocket fives. So nines are no longer my least favourite hand. Fives are.
Fives is
Goddamn fives. And the worst one was I got it all in with pocket fours. The guy went in with pocket fives.
Of course.
And there was betting between him and the other guy, and I'm thinking, why are you betting it? Why are you betting it? If he hadn't have bet it, the other guy probably had just ace high. You know what I mean? Just get rid of it. Oh,
Yeah.
But yeah, so fun and games though.
Fun and games indeed.
And now we are on the casino floor.
So I expect the casino's going to be absolutely rammed and busy today.
Yep, Treason Day.
Being Treason Day, and we're going to make the most of it.
Cheap tables today. I reckon it's going to be expensive tables. Have
Yeah,
you done a video by the way of the high stakes area?
Let's have a quick look.
High stakes area is very nice, plush looking area.
Very smart indeed.
Minimum betting now, blackjack, $100.
As you do.
As you do.
I've got enough for one bet, which I won't be doing.
I'd rather flip it on roulette. Oh, we told everyone how bad my roulette has been.
I think you should mention it
Shall I
once
give
again.
an update? So I've played 10 hands of roulette now.
Yep.
I've gone black every time. I've gone black every time. So you would expect to win 4 or 5
Yeah.
out of 10. Because it's not quite 50% with the zeros and whatnot.
Yeah, with the million zeros.
Yeah. I've won 1.
I did feel like I should be betting the opposite colour that Don was
Yeah,
choosing.
you'd be filthy rich.
I'd be loaded. I'd be absolutely laughing my tits
You would,
off.
yeah.
But I'm not that kind of guy, so it's just kind of still quite funny to see.
Roulette now in Vegas doesn't just have like 0 and 00. They have triple zero as well.
which is absurd, really.
We're just trying to milk you for everything.
Yeah, exactly. So, not ideal at all, but I guess that's Vegas for you.
That is Vegas.
So we're at Suns Out, Buns Out. Time for some grub.
Buns out.
But going back quickly to the poker. For me, it was and a much better start. Got some more hands in and stuff. to the point where I'm building up a nice little stack.
You're just videoing the floor.
Absolutely. No, I've got the casino.
Oh, okay, cool. Flip it around so we can see.
I don't think I can from here.
You know?
No. I'd have to stop the video and start again. Well, not start again, but start a new video. In fact, let's do that then. Hang on. I'll just get my face involved. Oh. You see in a moment. So yeah, here's my face. So we built up a nice little stack, as I said, and then it got to a point where it was the very last hand before the first break. I woke up with pocket sevens, and the gentleman in front of me raised, and I called, and I saw a flop, and I hit a set of sevens, and I'm like, oh cool, I could win a nice pot here.
Was it middle set you had?
Bottom set. Bottom set. I think it was king queen on the flop with the 7. So I bet out. The guy basically then puts me all in, and I obviously call, thinking, okay, well maybe he's got 2 pair, maybe he's got, you know,
aces.
top pair or aces indeed, and then he flips over his pocket kings for top set, and I'm like, oh for fuck's sake, because I've just worked my arse off to try and get a big little stack, feeling really good, and then I've crashed into a bigger set. So incredibly frustrating. So I lose that one, and that brings me down to about 19,000. So I'm a bit tilted, but at the same time just trying to sort of be like, right, let's just start again and see what happens. And then I woke up with ace jack, and that was like, okay, this is the one, let's go all in. So I go all in. Gentleman on the left then goes all in, and then the same guy who had the set of kings then goes all in as well. So I'm like, okay, well I'm not in good shape here. So the gentleman on my left has got 6s. The same guy has ace king. So I'm like, right, okay, just need to hit a jack. So the flop comes down 7, 8, 9. So I've got a gut shot to the top end of the straight, and the 6s has got an up and down straight draw, and the guy's just got ace high. The turn comes down, gives the guy with 6s a straight. So now,
Yeah, it's a 5, wasn't it?
yeah. So now I need to hit the 10 and the 10 only. But I also did have the nut flush draw,
Yeah.
which I sort of realised when I looked at the video, and then lo and behold, I rivered the 10 for the highest straight. So that was helpful. That tripled me up, got me back into the game.
You looked out on the river.
Yeah. It was my turn. It was my turn for a bit of luck. Not that it went, held out for much longer later in the day, but that's something else. So then, I won a couple of big pots with, like, I had pocket aces, won a pot, won a few others, and was looking at about 108k.
I think you're up to a bit more than that at one point. I think you're up to about 110.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Like
Yeah, it was looking good, and I was like, this is gonna be something. And then we got moved to Bally's. The table broke, got moved to Bally's.
That was pretty funny because you'd gone for a piss, and I was just stood there going, I hope he hurries up and gets back because they're all going.
Yeah. And then suddenly I'm rushing back. I'm like, what's happening? And Dom's like,
You're moving.
So we moved over to Bally's. I sit down at the table. Very first hand I'm dealt with is kings, and I'm like, oh, okay, right, cool. Let's see if we can win a nice big pot as well. So again, the gentleman in front of me raises, I re-raise him. He just calls, and then the pot comes down queen high. I put him all in because I got more chips. He snaps calls it quicker than I could even put my stack in, and I'm like, wow, you've got a set, haven't you? Just top set for a set of queens, and I lose that one, and I'm back down to about 20k again.
Yeah.
Incredibly frustrating for him to hit his 2 out on the flop. Nothing I could do there with the overpair as well, so I was always going to lose a good amount of chips there regardless of what happened. And then got it all in with ace jack against 10s. Happy to get it in a race, and lost that, and that was it really. So
Done and dusted.
done and dusted. We've learnt so much, and I think the huge positive is we've both realised that we can play in these tournaments and we can compete.
There was.
We're not out of our depth
I
whatsoever.
can't remember if I mentioned it on the other video, but in the mini main event, there was a guy sitting to my left who actually didn't know the rules of poker.
Yeah.
So he's playing in a World Series event and he doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah. Pretty sick. So we're just going out to have breakfast. So see you in a bit. I gotta record this.
First offer.
5, that's $20.
20 credits.
So
Try again.
try again. Try again.
Second offer.
5,
20.
30 credits.
30. I reckon.
2 offers left.
I'm gonna say no.
You gonna say no?
Yeah,
It's up to you.
I reckon we could get more.
Third offer. 20 credits.
Oh.
No, we gotta go all the way. Yeah, we gotta go all the way.
Final offer.
30. Okay.
There we
30
go.
credits.
Big win.
So up to 121. Right, what's that do?
And that's it. That was fun.
2 prizes awarded in top dollar.